It's 4:47 in the morning, and the sun is rising. You could say that the sun is rising and the moon is setting. I went out on the balcony to have a smoke, and I decided to record some short videos and then go live. So I went out to have a smoke on my balcony and I recorded some short videos and decided to go live. And I'm getting ready to break my fast. So I just repeated what I said before because I noticed it was muted. I know at one point. So I get ready to break my fast pretty soon. It is 4:49 in the morning. All 4:49. I'm out of my balcony here. I saw a hare, a wild rabbit, a hare over there before. There's a seagull. There he is. There he is. Seagull, Mr. Seagull. There's one over there. And a hare. So, a lot of things I don't enjoy. One of the things I do enjoy is bird watching at times at the balcony. And one of the benefits of living here, it's not the best neighborhood. If I could pick where I live, I might pick another place, like have my own house in nature, stuff like this. Now, one of the advantages to living here is like you feel like this is the zoo experience by buying a ticket. Now you pay rent, but there's all kinds of creatures that I can both behold and interact with at times. Visible from the back on the seagull there. A hare. It looks like it disappeared. It might be in a flower pot, I won't be surprised. Or might have gone over there into the bushes. I'm getting ready to break my fast pretty soon. I have a pot of food cooling off on the stove. Yeah. Uh-huh. balcony. And here's the view of Mike SAHA on his balcony, with the view from the balcony at the same time. Yeah, so as usual, I didn't eat since waking up. I must have been fasting for at least 18 hours. More likely 20 plus. And get ready to break my fast. I already grabbed the Grand Post with lots of supplements. And the food is ready to eat. Meatballs, kebab, rice, the fat spices, coconut oil. What? Or the fats, coconut oil, avocado oil, olive oil, butter, spices, turmeric, ginger, black pepper. There's onions in there. And get ready to eat. Yeah, I don't need this. Here you go. Priest cheese, pressed ost. My favorite cheese, pressed ost, priest cheese. A little bit of that in there. And get ready to break my fast live. My 20 plus hour fast coming to an end. Here's the Grand Post with also supplements. And gonna get some light in here, some extra light. I haven't ate some over the quarter. If I wanted some extra heat for my meal, I have this pepper sauce here, you can call it. So it is 04:59 at 5 a.m. sharp. I'm breaking my fast. So as usual, I didn't eat since waking up. When I wake up yesterday, past midnight, midday, I been fasting for sure, and I'm inclined to believe it's been more than 20 hours. Um, I'm doing OMAD fasting for 5+ years now. It's at least 300 out of 365 days per year. So here we are. I checked out Tony Ferguson's Instagram recently, and he had a story about dieting and stuff, and like a health fitness update, like his weight. I've been ranging from this to that, not doing yo-yo dieting and stuff like this, and I thought, it's like yo-yo dieting can mean different things. So I guess one way to look at this yo-yo dieting is like somebody, you could go, well, yo-yo dieting is if like you're on and off a certain diet. You could go, that's yo-yo dieting. Where it's like you have 1 week high carb, eating 3 times per day, and then 1 week low carb, eating 1 time per day. It'd be like yo-yo dieting, like on and off a certain thing. Or it could be whatever the end effect is, the way that you're dieting leads to rapid fluctuations, like dramatic fluctuations in weight. Where it's like a guy is fat, gets on a diet for a month, loses like 90 pounds of fat, and then goes off the diet and then gains like 75 pounds again, and it's like up and down. There's different ways you can look at it. So he was uh, close to 80 kilos. So he's hovering around 80 kilos, close to 80 kilos. So walk to be ready to weigh in and fight him if I got the call. Okay. So I've been living in a training camp of sorts, and I'm 5'11" with shoes. Last time I weighed myself 76 kilos something. So we might be around the same height and weight. So if Dana White calls me, we need to fight Tony Ferguson for $9 million. I might be ready. Might be ready, willing, and able to take the fight. So don't sleep on it. Shouldn't be sleeping on it. I have to make a big pause that much now. Don't sleep on it. I get ready to sleep on him pretty soon. Maybe I get like a pillowcase that has Tony Ferguson's face on it, so I can have more time sleeping on him. Like I said, I'm waiting for the call. They know what. $9 million fight Tony Ferguson. UFC. I stay ready on a Saturday. I leave a training camp. Never got out of it. I around 5'11", 76 kilos, somewhere around 75 kilos. 5'11". Okay, it will be a dramatic weight cut. So it's more. Tony's the type of guy to lose the match on purpose just so he can get a rematch and beat you, honestly. Tony's the type of guy to lose on purpose just so he can get a rematch and win you. Win against you on purpose. Or possibly the type of guy to lose on purpose to get a rematch and win accidentally. That's a one. Type of guy to not real naked, like as he's going to apply, he moves his form so fast that he just shakes it ready to go out of it, so you get knocked out. It's not a blood choke. So the type of guy to knock out with blood chokes and rear naked. He goes in for the rear naked or whatever that is over. The guys are shooting on the do this from the front, whatever. Guillotine, whatever. The type of guy to knock you out when he's applying a choke and he just hits the head. And he does this, he hits the bicep and knock you out. Quite possible. That is really good. So I've said it before and I say it again. Fasting is an invisible spice. Which like you can have kind of bland one. This is not, but it's like you could have a bland meal just rice, okay? Unflavored, just basic, just boiled rice. I like potatoes with a little bit of butter maybe on or something like this. And no seasonings. And it'd be like it could taste really good. It's like wow, this really blow my mind just because you've been fasting for 18, 20 hours. So fasting, hours fasted is like an invisible spice. It's like the longer you fast, the better food tastes. So anyway, it's a point. This is what this meal is: rice, colorado rice, rice with chicken, chicken. What is rice? No chicken. Kebab, meat, uh, meatballs, cheese, cheese, about yeah, a given amount. Healthy fats: coconut oil, avocado, olive oil, and real butter, lactose-free butter. Spices, seasonings: Himalayan pink salt, quite a lot. Spices: Tabasco, chili, hot sauce, scorpion sauce, really strong sauce, I like it. Turmeric, ginger, black pepper, onion. There's a raw onion in there. Well, there's half an onion that's raw. A lot of times, as I get a red onion, cut in half, mix half it into the cooking, and it gets cooked with the food, and then the other half I save in the fridge until I'm ready to make my fast. Take that out and peel it thinly, and consume the other half raw. Like half the onion cooked, half the onion raw. I end up doing that a lot of times. So this is a fairly healthy home cooked meal: rice, meatballs, kebab meat, cheese, cheese, uh, fats, coconut oil, avocado, olive oil, butter, lactose-free butter, seasonings, herbs, black pepper, ginger, turmeric, chili sauce, Tabasco, extra hot sauce, and I'm feeling the extra hotness of some eating. So broke my fast. Low sugar meal, less than 10 grams of sugar in here. Maybe there's 1 gram of the Tabasco chili sauce. I had to check the ingredient list. Um, so yeah, definitely less than 10 grams of sugar. Shouldn't be that hard for people to believe if you hear me say that I stay below 20 grams of sugar per day as opposed to the 80 plus the average management control statistics. Because it's like, here's my OMAD meal today, my one meal today. And it's less than 10 grams, quite possibly 0 grams of sugar. I would have to check the label of the Tabasco hot sauce that had like 3 drops of. Now, even if it would have 20 grams of sugar per 100 gram of product, 3 drops might be like 3 grams. So it'd be what, like 0.3 grams of sugar. So it hits a point less than 10 grams of sugar. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna check it. Pole vault over the goalpost. Maybe I can cycle it up. Get up the last 10 minutes, time for what? So, more stuff you gotta run that. I'm not a vet, I don't know whether that I can adjust. Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine. So here I have an unopened one. And I used the last of the one that was open in the fridge. This is Tabasco extra hot scorpion sauce, Trinidad scorpion chili pepper, vinegar, sugar, guava puree. Let's check the ingredients list. Out of which sugars per 100 milliliters. I reckon that's 10 centiliters. Sugar, 13 grams. Yeah, so possibly I got I had to do math on it. I'd say less than 3 grams of sugar. Okay, from those around 3 drops of Tabasco sauce in there. So I maintain a low sugar diet. I've been eating more carbohydrates the last 3 6 months than I normally used to do. I used to do kind of low carb meals more of the time. So I wash my hands. Yeah, so today's OMAD meal, fast breaking meal, home cooked, fairly healthy. Chili contains capsaicin, which is an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. Turmeric contains curcumin, which is anti-inflammatory and antioxidant. Ginger contains gingerols, which are anti-inflammatory, antioxidant. And black pepper contains piperine, which enhances the absorption of the curcumin, the turmeric, and the gingerols in the ginger. So similar to D3 with K2, you absorb more of the anti-inflammation power in the curcumin if you consume it with black pepper. So I like to incorporate anti-inflammatory spices in my meal. And my lifestyle is pretty much designed to lower inflammation. Working to improve my own health and fitness, it got to a point in my life I realized I got a problem with inflammation, neuroinflammation, which commonly correlates with autism, and just general inflammation. After I realized it's like inflammation is part of the problem. Okay, it's like inflammation. I got issues with inflammation. Start working to live a lifestyle that's designed to lower inflammation. I see improvement. So I don't rely on herbs and spices for my daily antioxidant, anti-inflammation needs. But while I'm eating, I might as well make the meal more anti-inflammatory. So vitamin C is an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and there's other supplements. So the supplements are the main thing. And now if I'm gonna eat, I might as well have the meal be as non-inflammatory and as anti-inflammatory as possible. So I like to incorporate healthy spices. And there's this chili in here, turmeric, ginger, black pepper, Himalayan pink salt, and I might gain 3 kilos, 4, if I would consume like a liter of water within 4 hours of finishing this meal due to the carbohydrates from the rice. So I might jump up 4 kilos from absorbing water. So it's like eating high carb, drinking some water before going to sleep. Wake up next morning, I'll be less dehydrated than if it be a super low carb meal, most likely. So there's salt and there's rice in there. One of the things that has been somewhat of a struggle, like a full-time job, is hydration, eating a low-carb diet, and fasting 20 hours per day. It's like you wake up in the morning, don't eat something. That's one of the disadvantages, downsides to eating like OMAD keto, if you do. That it can be a struggle, difficult to achieve and maintain good hydration, okay, to stay hydrated, again, and stay hydrated. Part of how your body absorbs water is helped by carbs, okay, so what's the point? This is really good. If you like hot sauces, I can recommend this Tabasco brand Scorpion hot sauce. I bought this downtown at the supermarket, Ica Quantum supermarket, extra hot Tabasco. And they had a different one that was also marketed as hot, or like super hot, and I was like, which one is the strongest one? It took some time for me to figure it out. So this is really strong. This might be about as strong, one drop of that, in terms of how hard it is. It's like a full tablespoon, heaping tablespoon of this. So, and it lasts a long time, so I can really make my meals spicy for a whole month, and it's like less than $10. So the strength of chili, the chili cayenne, there's just part for like the burning sensation, the heat is called capsaicin, and it's measured in SAHA, Scoville heat units. And the higher the SHU number, the harder the chili. And sometimes if you on like a chili connoisseur, you look at chilis, they will give the SHU number, so you can compare and contrast. around 30,000 shu for this cayenne pepper. This one 100,000 shu. They used to have a tube with chili pepper in the supermarket. There's 100,000 shu. And they might have cayenne pepper. One of them tells it's around 30,000 shu or 15 or something like this. So the higher the shu number, the harder the chili. The more heat and the more antioxidant capacity, the more anti-inflammation power. So it's capsaicin, the chili is antioxidant. Fight fire with fire, interesting enough in this world, where the thing that is fire, heat, okay, lowers inflammation in the human body. So it's like they experience fire and it lowers inflammation in the body. Interesting enough. Turmeric lowers inflammation is yellow, like red and yellow flames. If I'm a kid painting with crayons, a campfire, red and yellow. Okay. Turmeric, lemons, orange juice, red peppers, anti-inflammatory. So we're not gonna get sidetracked here with the university coding, okay? Not too much, but it is patterns to reality, and that is part of what I've been dealing with. So, for example, intelligent design, I've dealt with this before. Meaning, if you do research, if you got walnuts are good for the brain because they're high in omega-3 fatty acids. Okay, you can search that. Walnuts good for the brain. Look around a little bit. Interesting enough, the thing that's good for the human brain looks like a human brain, including the cranium. We have a walnut with the shell on it. It looks like a cranium, like the bone, and then you open it, it looks like a brain. Very much, including like the two hemispheres where it's like split in half. So the thing that God made that's good for the human brain looks like the human brain. Okay. So also in Chile, they grow in nature. The strongest ones will grow like a tail or something like this. So it's like almost like nature has warnings where intelligent design, it's like you think there's some uncounted tribe in Amazon rainforest. There are pilgiftsgroda. There are frogs that are, if you transdermal absorption, if you touch them you can die, understand? There are frogs that are venomous. If you touch them you can die. And they're like high visibility, black and yellow, or like intense red and green type of colors. Where it's like high visibility, hard to miss it if you're like a Amazonian guy in the jungle, walk around. It's like hard to not see that thing that could kill you if you touch it, okay? Similar to some venomous snakes, where they have high visibility color schemes. That both the shapes and like the colors, like some of them are easy to see, okay? Also some of them were warning before they strike and things like this. So if you be like a guy who's like a native in the rainforest, it's like if you see a chili bone, it's something that could burn you or and hurt you somehow. It's shaped like glowing embers in a campfire that you've seen before. Something that gives heat that if you interact with it, could give you a heat sensation that burns you, understand? So it's like intense red, okay, or yellow, and things like this. And if it's less hot, it's green, okay. And if it's a little bit more hot, it's yellow. And if it's red hot, it's harder, okay. And if they cultivate chilies, that the ones that grow them, the hardest one will grow like a little tail that looks similar to a thorn, like a spike, that has the same shape, looks similar to something that can poke and give you pain in nature. So the shape is like a little hook. The harder chilies, like people are chili growers, will tell you. I remember hearing this Ed, this chili grower, Ed something. It's like if you grow them, cultivate to get the chilies really super strong, they grow little like tails, like little, it looks like a little spike or barb or something like this, okay? Which is like the ones that are like dangerously strong. If you would touch them and rub your eyes over this, it's like they look like a little hook, something that's sharp and pointed like thorns on a bush or something like this that you know already can hurt you, give you pain. Um, Another example is like you cut a carrot that contains something that's good for the human eye. Um, it looks like a human eye, okay? Where it's not the cross section, but it's like you cut it, it looks like a human eye. And it contains ingredient. If you do research, it's like this ingredient vitamin is good for the eye. Is it beta carotene or something? It's vitamin A, whatever is the point. So there's things that are shaped like a liver that contains something that's good for human liver. There's a point. Yeah. So I'm gonna finish up. I don't feel like eating on camera anymore. So it's just I was on the balcony and I said, "Oh, looking good. Let's get some footage of this, the birds and the bees and then the sun and the moon and stuff." And I ended up like I just go live, capture live footage on the balcony, and then I got into doing this. So I don't feel like concluding the meal on camera. I'm gonna eat in more peace. Okay, so it's like being on camera sometimes it's a little bit of a stress element to it. So it's like I'm gonna enjoy my meal here in peace. I don't know, more or less. Feeling the burn, gotta feel the burn and enjoy it thoroughly. That's gonna be the end of the live stream. Uh, this is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. His mercy on every morning. It's because of the Lord's mercies that we're not consumed. His mercy, there might be pain. We not joy coming in the morning. I lay me down and slept. I wait for the Lord to sustain me. I didn't sleep tonight. This is the day the Lord has made. We'll rejoice and be glad in it. Anything else? Conclude remarks? No, that's going to be a nice stream.